Okay, so we've got our wheels now, and I'm gonna start setting up a real factory here. The first thing I want to do is change up our power source. These water wheels are great, but they don't provide the massive amount of power that I think we're gonna use. And it may be that we're gonna actually find that we need to do multiple power sources, like different power sources for different parts of the factory, because trying to extend these machines everywhere is kind of ridiculous. But we're gonna start by doing a big power source, and that's these furnace engines. So the furnace engine I've looked at online, I've watched other people use it, and it looks like this produces quite a bit of energy. Like this is going to be the big bad Mamba Jamba. And to make this, we need to do it on the mechanical crafters, which we have set up already. But first things first, we need some brass. And so I want to make 3 of these. And to do 3 of these, we're going to need, I think, 21 brass sheets. So luckily I have a bunch of brass here. Let me get most of it there. We're going to turn those 21 into sheets. And you'll notice between episodes I built a big giant pad here. Just a giant concrete pad. Well, it's not concrete, but it's stone, clean stone. And this is going to be the factory out here that we build. So let me get these 21 sheets put together real quick. Bam. The good thing about the Create is it does bulk, like it'll do entire stacks at a time, so instead of having to do that 21 times, we should now have 21 sheets, just like that. Bam! 21 brass sheets, and there's 7 left over, which I think we need. I think we need pistons. Let's see, what else do we need? Go downstairs here. And then what is a piston? That is redstone, stone, and logs, and iron ingots. Okay, so iron ingots are up here. Grab a bunch of those. Let's get some cobblestone. And then let's get some logs. It's just much easier to keep everything in order when it's like this. Make 3 of these. I want to make 3 pistons, so give me... missing redstone. Give me a couple of redstones. There we go. You, make you, give me 1, 2, 3 of these. Awesome. What else do we need? We've got the brass sheets, we've got regular ingots. Oh yeah, that's right. As part of the brass sheets, we need to make these casings. I think we need 1 of these casings, right? So we can do 1 batch of these, then that should work. We need some planks, I think. I think we need another log, but let me grab some planks too. Brass casing. Badunk. There we go. And then we should be able to take this to our mechanical crafter now. Which I think it's bigger than 9. But I think as long as it's got enough, you can skip the outside pieces. We're gonna see. I'm not sure. Last week when we made it and did the initial wheels, that was the first time I've ever used one of these. But I think we can just use the inside 9 and it should be okay. And so it looks like it's going to be brass sheets on this edge here. So let me get all the things we need down on the bar here. Pistons and casings. And what else is it? Regular ingots. Regular ingots. Okay. So I think we do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we go a casing in the middle, a piston here, and then ingots there. Casing in the middle. Piston here, and ingots here, I think. Let's see. Anything? Is that not right? Ingots. That should be right. Huh. Yeah, it looks like it needs to be on a 9 mechanical crafter, but I wonder if that means that we can't do it because the outsides are still attached there. Huh. That kind of sucks. Oh, you know what it is? It doesn't have an exit. It doesn't have an exit. So what if we pop this guy out right here? Ah. But see, now these can all go in and exit out right here. So let's try that again real quick. Learning is fun. 3, 4, 5. And then you, not you. No. Totally not what I meant to do. Give me a bare hand. Give me a bare hand. Pop that out. There we go. He's actually here. Casing is here. Ingots are here. So. Yeah, I don't know that this will work. Wonder if we remove these. Give me a wrench. Gotta break this thing down, or if we have to have a one size for everything. Seems kind of annoying if that's the case, right? Then these should all come together and go to the center. These should go to the... Oh no, it's doing it. Okay, so that was it. We had to disconnect these other edges, is what it looked like. That way they're not trying to come together like that. Bonk. They go together. Then he'll come out here. And that should get pulled in. That's really slow craft, let me tell you. And should pop out here any second. There we go. And now we have a mechanical... Wait, now we have a furnace engine. Okay, so let's do this real quick. Let's take the mechanical crafter. Put it back. And we're going to change this to use just these. I think we can get away with that, right? So if you go there to him... You go there to him. You go there to him. Actually, you can come here. These can go here and meet up with them in the middle. Just disconnect that. We're just going to use these three. See how these are all connected now? So now let's try that again. We take the brass sheets. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam. I know I did that wrong, didn't I? Did too. Those are only on the one side. Bam and bam. Put the casing in the middle. Put the piston here and put the ingots here and here. Yeah, so that did it. So as long as you've got a way out, like one way that it comes out of the machine, so it has to lead to the outside of the machine, and then you don't have these other ways connected, you can just reuse this as long as you've got the right amount. It's okay that they're touching. But because we've disconnected these outside edges, we've kind of made this just a 3x3. Alright, so we're going to let that finish. I'm going to do one more, and then I'll bring you guys back here afterwards, and we'll continue on. Okay, so we've got our furnace engines now. I got a little chest here with some extra stuff, and we'll unload the stuff we're not using at the moment. And the way this works, the way a furnace engine works... is you basically attach it to a furnace, which would make sense, right? Unload more stuff I don't need here. So if we take a furnace, we put a furnace down, and we put this guy on top of him, right? And then we burn some stuff inside said furnace. I think I brought some charcoal. Get some charcoal. And we put this in here. And we throw some charcoal in there. It only works when it's cooking is the problem. So if we put this wood in here to burn, this is then going to create a rotational strength. And where are my rods? I have my shafts right here. So if we put a shaft on here like that, you can see what's happening here as it's spinning, right? Or it doesn't look like it's spinning, but it is. If we take that and we put that on again, that's our engineer's goggles, we can see actually nothing's happening right now, probably because it doesn't have, it's not attached to something. So let's attach it to something. Let's attach it to this guy here, because we don't really need this guy right now. Let's hook him up to the end here. That's just a vertical gearbox, okay? So we put the vertical gearbox here, and then we put something in here for this to cook. Do another 2 of these. Boom. It should be, unless I'm wrong. Why are you not creating? Should be seeing something happening here, but I guess not. Why? What is the issue? That's a furnace engine. He should be running. I should be able to look at these and and see them turn. Let me get this guy. We're gonna pull him down too. This millstone. That way we definitely have a machine. Ooh, he was full of green dye last time I was using him apparently. Let's just hook all of this up to make sure that we've got this right. So if we take a shaft, we put a shaft here. This is new. This, by the way, we are on a new version of the mod pack. It had an update since the last time I recorded. And one thing I wanted to point out real quick, just as a side, is they removed the nice sideways, what do you call them, slabs? I mean, there are still sideways slabs in the game. Vertical slabs, I think they're called. Isn't that what they're called? Yeah, vertical slabs. Yeah, but they're not the ones that are like automatically changed depending on where you're looking. These will always go down vertically, so they're different. The problem is the magic wood that we were using doesn't exist. They don't have vertical slabs for those, so I had to replace everything with crappy planks, so the house doesn't look as good. We're gonna have to rebuild it later on, I think, which we will do. Anyways, back to this. So if we put the vertical gearbox here and we put a millstone on top of him. Alright, and then we burn something in here. I'll have to figure out what we can burn. He's got no stress. Huh, why isn't he working? Does he require a lever, perchance? No. Powerful source of rotational power that requires a running furnace to work. When attached to a lit furnace, starts powering a flywheel placed in front of it. Oh, we need a flywheel. Okay. Let me go get a flywheel and I'll be right back. This is interesting. So it's these three plus one on the side where the brass casing creates a flywheel. So to do that, we're gonna need more brass, which means I'm gonna need to cook more copper. And where are you? There's plenty of copper here, so we're gonna take this. I'm trying not to do too much because I don't want it to. I really don't want to waste until we've had a chance to crush it up. But you know what? With auto crafting of or auto creation of ore, this shouldn't be too big of a deal. Let me split this across these. So let me get some more brass casings made. We'll make the flywheels. I'll bring you back to make the flywheels since we've never done that, and then we'll continue on with the power source. So hang tight. All right, so all back together. We're gonna make flywheel now. Remember, it needs to be like this with one on the left. So we could do this guy. Yeah, I wonder if it would work this way. I'm curious. So let's take this out. Disconnect that. Let's connect these guys in. Let's take him down. Take him down. Take him over this way. Him down. Him down. This would go this way into him and then down. This would go this way into him and then down. This one is still connected, which I wonder if that's going to matter. As long as the rest work. I guess we can find out. So the way these are, it's like this. Right? And then we have a casing here. But I feel like that's going to not work because of that. Too bad you can't disconnect this. Oof, well, you can if you do that. So we popped it out with a right click on accident there. Let's try it again now. So all of this here, and then the casing here. That works. Okay, so even though it looks like it was one shape where it was coming out the side here like this, it could just be these three with this connection. The problem being that one in the middle missing, so in that case we have to remove it, it seems like. Alright, let's get a flywheel. I'm going to make 2 more of these since we want to do 3 of these total. And we'll see what happens here. Anytime now. Come on now. Bonk, bonk. Bonk, bonk. And coming out the bottom. Looking around for bad guys. Bam. And it broke. Something went wrong. What went wrong? I wonder if it went wrong because it wasn't the right shape, maybe. Huh. That is interesting. So let's try this then. Let's try this side here. Okay, so we're gonna do these three coming out. Actually, we'll go out this way. So take him out just the same. And then we will say, let's go you. Let's keep him going that way. He goes up. He goes up. He goes that way. He goes that way. He comes down. He comes out that way. And he's gonna pop out the left side. So the connection now is doot 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 doot. Alright, let's see if that works. Bam. Do your thing. Do your thing, flywheel. Enter, speed up. Bam. Got a flywheel. Alright, I'm gonna do that twice more, and then we will continue on, so hang tight. And now I think the way this works is you put the flywheel in front of it, like that. Is that correct? And now we burn something, will it spin? Let's take a look, shall we? We throw you in here now. No. Is that not turned right? That might not be turned right. What if we put the flywheel this way? That's not right either, is it? That's turned wrong too. It's all wrong. This, by the way, makes picking things up super easy. This wrench, I recommend. Let's see, we put that there, and we put the flywheel there. Looks like he should be doing stuff, but he's not. Why? No, I don't want you there. Get back up here. Come here. There we go. Great thing about that is it doesn't even pop into the world. It just drops it on the ground, or it just puts it into your inventory. Can we burn you? You're not working. Huh. Okay. 1 second. Alright, so I looked at it. I think it's just the way you place it. So you're going to come out not this block here, but this block here. And if you place it like that, you see how the belt appears now. So now when we burn something, if I have anything left to burn, let's see. Probably need to get some more logs. Let's grab this magic wood over here. We'll grab this. Come here, magic wood. Okay, come back over to our factory. By the way, you get an achievement when you put this down the right way called Heart of the Factory. I just got it already because I was figuring this out. So now if we take this... Is that not working? Do we have to hook you up to something? Because now you're not burning anything at all. What about if we go with that magic wood in here? There we go. And you see, he starts burning. So if we feed it logs, he'll create charcoal. Okay? Looks like we'll get charcoal out. And he's burning at 16,384 stress units. That's the torque that we're getting on that. And apparently if you did this with a blast furnace or a better furnace, you could get more. Problem with the blast furnace is then you have to do like ore or whatever, right? So if we had this creating ore, it would kind of always work. But I kind of like the idea of wood. I just want to show you the difference though. If we get up here and we go like this and we look at this, these are only 256 stress units. And I'm not even sure if that's the whole thing or if that's just that one, but either way, even if it's the whole thing, that's peanuts compared to what this furnace is doing. So all the stress units in the world based on this furnace, right? So that's kind of why I wanted to go in this direction with this. So then we could add these together, you know, put a bunch of them together, like 3 of them together, and that would give us just a ton of stress units. But we have to be able to feed them is the problem. And that's why I wanted to figure out a way to set this up. So the same kind of way that we did before over here is kind of what I want to come up with. And that is a way to send in raw wood. Oh, went the wrong way there. Send in raw wood, right? Into the furnace itself, into the side of it. Pump out the charcoal out the bottom of it. Or I guess we send the raw wood in the top. Pump out charcoal out the bottom. Send in charcoal on the side to keep the furnace itself powered, right? And have this whole kind of system here. So I think that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and see if I can get this set up. And I'm going to save you guys me fighting with it. And when I get done getting that set up, I'll bring you guys back and we can take a look together and see what it looks like, and I'll explain it. So hang tight. Okay, so actually let's try to build this together. I know sometimes you guys mention that you like to see how I put these things together. I end up fighting with it a lot, and it kind of can be embarrassing to do it live, but that's okay. So we're going to start with a box. That's going to be the storage for wood. We put a hopper on him, right? And then we're going to put hoppers into each of those hoppers. Like this, all the way around. Okay. And then on top of that, we're going to do hopper filters. And what this we're going to do is we're going to be able to just say, hey, we only want the oak wood. We don't care about the leaves and the sticks and all of that are going to be produced in these hopping bonsais that we put on top here. Okay. This is the very same setup that we have over there, basically. It's a self-contained fuel creation system. Alright, and then we're going to take oak saplings. We're going to plant those. Bam, 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 and bam. And then we're going to take oak wood, or oak logs, and we're going to put that in each of these filters. Right? Log, 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 log. And that way, the only thing coming through this system then should be oak logs, and those will build up in here. So that's the first step. So we have oak logs being created. Now we have to take those oak logs and we have to feed them into a furnace. But the way that these furnace things work is they only burn and spin when... I'm gonna grab these pipes and stuff real quick that are in here. They only spin when they're burning. So we basically need them to constantly be creating and burning fuel. So we're gonna need to bring out of him and into the three of them. See, I've got some basic item pipes. So what we could do is we could take out of the bottom of him, come over this way, come over this way, and then into him, and into the tops of each of these furnaces we're going to put oak logs coming in, right? So if we do, is this too high here? Where are you? Right there? Oh, right there. Okay, so these are the furnaces. They'll get the oak. The oak should come through into them. La la la. And we need extraction. We need these basic extraction filters. And actually, I need to make some more of these improved real quick. I need to get a couple more of these. Let me go make some of these real quick. Improved. These guys here. They're just gold around the basic, and then the basic is just iron around the piston. So let me grab those real quick. I'll be right back. We want this very specifically to be on that, so watch your target like that. The improved ones, and the reason you want the improved ones is you can blacklist with the improved ones. So then what we want to happen is we don't want him to pull wood out and then try and shove it back up inside there. So we're going to blacklist oak on this. We're going to set this, it is set to blacklist. We're going to blacklist oak here, coming out his, or going into him. I don't know if that even works, but just in case. Those connections, because these pipes were funky. Hopefully we'll get some better pipes after these refined pipes. But this should be then, we just take an extraction pipe and we put it there. there, and there, it should start pulling wood out, which you can see it is. And it is feeding that wood into the top of these guys. Okay? And now they're going to need charcoal to keep burning charcoal. And so now the catch is, how do we get charcoal into them? And I think we have to go into the sides to do that, if I'm not incorrect. I wonder if we can do it in the back. I think with furnaces it's specific though, like we have to go on the sides. I don't think we can go in the back, but we can find out. Let's remove this real quick. And then I know I have some more chests here. We're gonna take these chests. I think we're gonna pop this guy out because we know where the center is here. That was my center marker. I'm gonna take this chest, or maybe we want them a little closer. You know what? It's gonna be a double chest. So this chest, item filter in, and if we put that there and we put an extraction on him, he will in fact take it in there. So that works. So this will work in the back here. And we'll do the same thing for this and this, is we want basic item filter to run here and here, here and here. Now whether he'll round robin, I'm not sure. Let's put this back and see. Doesn't look like he's gonna round robin, does it? Unless we can tell this to do filtered, extraction mode on, routing to nearest. Routing to nearest first. What is this? Can we do, what if we did the improved on there? I wonder if we did an improved on there instead, like that. And we could come here and we could say extract mode on. Can I switch that? Nope. Okay, so he does that. Will you do round robin? Maybe we have to do an extract mode. No, because he wants to extract there. How are we going to round robin this? Because I want it to go 111, 111, 111 kind of thing. Advanced extractor to do that. So 1, 2, 3 diamonds, 1, 2 nether quartz. Take that guy. I think we use backup. Let go. That guy. We use one of these improved, 3 diamonds and that, and then we should be able to do that. So let's run back out and we'll see how this looks now. Get a round robin going. I do miss my Ender IO, let me tell you. Ender IO, the best pipe system in the game. Hopefully that'll get caught up. I don't know if it even is on this version or not. But we can break this. Then we can take the item pipe that we just broke. I think that's going to put us out of pipes, huh? And then we put this guy here. And then we can tell this, round robin this. And then if we take charcoal, we put charcoal, that, and there, he should go 1, 1, 1. Anytime now. Oh wait, you know what? He's putting it all at one time. That's why. Hang on. Let's take that out. Let's change this so instead of a 32 stack at a time, let's just have it send 8 at a time. Okay? So now if we go like that, he'll do 8 this way, 8 that way, and 8 that way. 8 this way, 8 that way, 8 that way. And he'll basically just keep round robining so everything gets an even split of that, which then these will cook the wood that's coming down and building up here. Should be. I don't know. We'll see how quick this burns. We'll see if this rate is good. And then we would have to get the charcoal out of these and feed them back into this guy. And probably what we'd want to do is do a storage drawer here, which we can put a void on, so that way when it fills up, it can keep throwing them away so that this can keep creating, because if this backs up, that'll stop, and then the flywheels will stop. So I'm going to grab a drawer real quick, get another void upgrade, and we'll do it that way instead, so hang tight. Okay, so we're back. Going to use a drawer like I said, and we're going to make this for charcoal. Okay. So your charcoal, and then we're going to lock it with our quantify key, our Sorry. Lock it with the drawer key and then quantify it. We just burned it all out, that's why. So we'll take that, we'll put that in there, and now we can see what we have. So we'll always be able to keep an eye on this. So now what we need to do is get the charcoal out of the bottom of these and into this guy. So let me do that real quick. We're gonna dig down. Have to get under here. Get underneath these like this. Alright, so what we've done then is we've taken pipes with extractors out the bottom of each of the furnaces here. And they come around and they go into the bottom of that drawer. And that way, as the charcoal is cooked inside the furnaces, it is collected in that drawer to be fed back into the furnaces to keep cooking more. And the drawer has a void upgrade on it, so it'll throw away past a certain point. So it won't stop the system from working. And then I've also went ahead and hooked up belts instead of in the next section. You'll see I talk about how I'm going to do it, but this is actually how we ended up doing it because this is recorded after the next segment there. Just keep that in mind. But the belts are coming down because we actually can't combine the 3 furnace things for some reason. They won't go on the same system. So they're going to be 3 different power sources, but for different parts of the factory. This one will go forward. We brought him down. He's got a shaft going that way for anything going out in that direction. These guys will go this way and then out that way. And then this guy will go this way and out that way. And they're basically just a belt driving a shaft, which I put some gearboxes on and then run them back up top. So that's the bottom of this. And then finally, I went ahead and built a building around this. This is our power station. Like I said, each of these has those shafts that come up, and so there's points to hook into that rotational force on each of these. And as you can see, here's the system. It creates the wood. It goes into the crates. It changes out for crates, one above each thing. And the reason we've done this is so that there's a buffer. Because these pipes will spit out. If there's no room in the container they're moving to, they just spit the stuff out. So at least this way we keep a full crate full of wood for each of the burners. So it goes into the crate. It's a round robin. It feeds 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 using that upgraded guy there. Keeps these going. They create charcoal that goes out the bottom, comes into the drawer here. We're already at 2048, so it's going to throw anything else away past this point. And if we shift on this, you can see there's a void upgrade there. We don't need any more than that. You can see all this extra wood that's just getting spit out. And then this guy here, this, what do they call these? Flywheel, goes down. That feeds that line going that way. This guy, he goes down and feeds that line going that way. This goes down and feeds the drive shaft going straight out that way. So this is our power plant for the factory.